What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Side Tapers back at it with another one. Today we got my boy Russell. Russell's been trusting me for quite some time now, and I'm glad he does, because today we're going to do what we always do. We're going to put him in the game, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and wet it all up, get it drippy, you know what I'm saying? As we wet it, we're going to work our horseshoe parting. Usually go from the back of the head and works towards the corners right here. We're going to work our horseshoe parting in there. You know, where the hair want to go, we're going to comb it. Then we're going to go ahead and separate them into horizontal partings. Russ only wanted trim. So we're only taking about maybe 1/4 of an inch off the top. As I work towards the fringe area, this front area, I like to be careful because that's usually what people style their hair with. You know, the little razzle dazzle they got, that's what they like to do with it. So I like to be careful and try not to cut so much, you know what I mean? That's what we're going to do. In my beginning stages, I used to cut myself a lot right here on my finger. A pro tip, when you use your scissors, don't cut past your second knuckle. Just keep it right there. When you trim, and you never cut it, so you'll be good. You know what I'm saying? Pro tip. As you can see, I'm being careful right here on the front, being sure not to cut too much off. Like I said, that's what he liked to do his little, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Now to start off our fading process, I'm gonna go with my number 2 and go ahead and clear out my canvas so that way I can see where I'm working, how much space I got to fade. Russell likes to get a low to medium fade. He likes to keep his hairline showing on the side, you know what I'm saying? Like to look crispy crisp, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just getting that all settled so I can get that started. Start off going my zero close. I'm gonna start right by the ear, right in the front of the head, and then I'm gonna work the mid fade in the back. I call it a low mid. It might have other names in your eyes. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. But that's what I call it. So we're gonna go ahead and make our zero open. Take our zero open. I like to use my finger as a guideline. I like all my guidelines as big as my pinky. That way I got space enough to work it closed and get that guideline out. So I close my clipper about 1/4 of the way each time when I move the lever. So we go from open to 1/4 to half, another 1/4, and then close. When you get to that close, you should be at the bottom of that line. That thing should be blurry by then, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't like to make another guideline until the guideline I'm currently working on is as blurry as possible. That way when I go back to detail, it's easier for me, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you're doing your best, all right? Do your best. Now I'm going my 1.5, working it. I should be taking the 1 right under it, but I usually go with the 1.5 before just to be a little safer. So like I said, I can see where I'm working at my canvas, how much space I got to fade and all that. So now I'm going with my 1. Taking that around, closing it as needed, working my fading process as I said before, and then any inconsistencies I might see after that, I should be taking the half guard right under that just to knock those out. You feel me? In the middle of my fades, I usually like to throw a line on the hairline just so I can see how the fade is coming along. You know what I mean? That's just something I do. I like to see how the fade's coming along. That way it kind of lets me see the inconsistencies a little more, a little better, a little clearer to me, you know what I mean? So, those that know me, I am a little colorblind. So, anything helps when it comes to me, you know what I'm saying? Now on the other side, we're doing the same exact thing. Working that 1.5. Then I'm gonna take that 1 right under that. Any inconsistencies I might see with that, I'm gonna take out with the half guard. And also working our lever the whole time, trying to get that thing as blurry as possible. Now we're going in with that 1.5, going up to the parietal ridge, pretty much getting it ready for the scissor overcomb that we'll be performing later. I also fade in parts. I usually take the side of the head and fade that, and then I'll fade the side connecting to the back, and then the back connecting to the actual back. A lot of times, barbers can do a nice fade on the side of the head, but when it comes to the connection to the back, that's where the inconsistencies are. So I like to pay close attention to that when I do that. Now we're going in with the scissor overcomb, taking off that extra weight that we have at the top of the parietal ridge, just trying to get our client the most crispiest, blurriest fade possible. That way he's able to go out and take on the world, no fear, all the confidence he needs. Your client deserves that every time. Every time you pick up your clippers, your client deserves the best. You know what I'm saying? I like to do my detailing. I like to step back away from my canvas and look at it from different angles. A lot of times we get fixated on one angle, one position we're cutting in, and we forget to step back and look at our client from the side profile, diagonal profile, from the bike. You know what I'm saying? You got to do these things so that way you can see the cut from different angles. Like if he's in the mall, you know what I'm saying? He's getting some food at the food court and he turns and you see his haircut. You got to be like, damn, that thing is clean. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things. You know what I'm saying? Little things. Now we're fading the beard. The beard is the same process as above, but just flipped upside down. We're gonna take our clipper, you know, go with the 0 open, work it closed, go with the 1, then we're gonna go with the half guard, work that closed. And then under that, when it comes to beards, usually if you fade it correctly, you can tap it with the 1.5 as desired and get that thing to look blurry. Maybe go back with the 1 with the corner, make it nice, you know what I'm saying? The same thing I do on the top, I like to throw a line on the side of the beard just to see how it's coming along, make sure that thing is freshy, fresh like you think it is. Look how that boy hold the FX though. Like a little Picasso, you know what I'm saying? Look at little Picasso, you know what I'm talking about? Now we're gonna go in, we're gonna detail our work. When I detail my work, I like to detail with my fading comb. Anybody that likes the detail, I think should have a fading comb. That fading comb comes in clutch, man. It's all those little spots, those nooks and crannies that you might be too afraid with your clippers to get. Yeah, man. That scissor over comb with the fading comb. That boy Russell feeling himself, boy. I turned him in the mirror. He caught a glimpse. He was like, "That's me? That's me?" I said, "Yeah, bro, that's you. That's you, bro." I love seeing how the back of the nape just connects and flows with the top of the head. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing watching something this beautiful come together. Now we can go and refurbish that hairline, make sure it's crispy, crispy, crispy. You know what I mean? That's what the client wants, that's what the client needs, what the client's gonna get. FX3s are legit. I love my FX3s. Look, like butter. Like butter. It just come right off. Look, not a flinch in his face. Everything is good. I even asked him after, I said, "Did it cause you any discomfort?" He said, "Nah, that thing just melted like butter, just sheet." You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the neck. I'm gonna get all that cleaned up. Had this man feeling on 10, you know what I'm saying? I would come back with the straight blade, use my Tune 45 shave gel, come back over the crispy edge we just did, make sure it's even more crispy with the straight blade. This is a bad angle on my part, guys. I'm sorry, but we're gonna get this together. We're gonna get this right. Next angle is a little better than this side, but like I said, we're still working the kinks out of this recording stuff. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right. I appreciate y'all working with me, man. While you're at it, go ahead and hit that like and follow button. Hit that subscribe button for the boy. I appreciate that, man. For real. When I use my straight blade, I like to roll the straight blade. No matter, like every time I use it, as it touches the skin, you want to roll, and that'll help you have a smoother glide across the face. That's something I do. Little pro tip, my boy taught me. Now we're gonna run the shaver, make sure we get that gradients. I like to go with the grain first with the shaver and then work my way slowly against the grain. That way I don't stamp anywhere or make any new lines. Okay, at this stage in the cut, that joint looking nice, I'm done. I'm trying to get you out, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I appreciate you guys sticking around. Do these last touches on the boy. But as for me, I think that's it, folks. Y'all tell me what y'all think of the cut. Tell me if that thing is clean, that thing freshy fresh, anything I need to work on. Until the next video, folks. Gracias. Thank you. I'll see y'all boys, man. And girls.